what I want. That was dumb.
Click.
I forgot to. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yes.
Is it the reverse or am I just blind?
What?
Do you usually put it the other way?
I think this is the way we started, and then like 2 episodes in, I changed it.
I don't know.
You're zoomed in.
I got a big eye head.
Oh no, I do. Okay, that's
Yay.
good enough, I think. Lovely. Well, hello and welcome back to Shutter Sport Girl Talk. I'm Katie LeBoudelaire, joined by Tegan Clark, and today we have a very March episode for all of you. Last week it was spring. This week it's March. We've got a little theme going on every time. But from March Madness to some belated St. Patty's festivities, we've got it all this week. But before we start any of that, we're just going to recap some very recent news in the WNBA, where the WNBA and the WNBA, I don't like that, have verbally agreed to a new CBA. That's holy A's. Try and say that 10 times fast.
So many.
The WNBA and the WNBA-PA have agreed to a new CBA. Wow. While nothing is in writing yet, it looks like they are finally on the same page just weeks before the season's set to start, so good timing that finally got done.
Last week.
Yeah, an update from last week. But they're looking at an increase from $1.5 million to a $7 million salary cap, which is great. As we were saying, players deserve to get paid, and if that is feasible for the organizations at this point,
let's do it.
Give it to them.
Yeah.
And average salaries are now expected to climb to $600,000, and also the minimum will be at $300,000, where it was much less before. But most notably, players will now be receiving at least 20% or nearly 20% of league revenue, which, although is less comparatively than many other leagues, is a massive increase and a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
So
it's all about the future. You have to frame it
for sure.
Ooh, somebody just took a nice
flash.
little picture. That was right in my eyes.
Anyway. So, yeah, that's our update on the WNBA. Great for them.
Yeah.
Breaking news for us. And, like I said, a step in the right direction for women making money in basketball.
Heck yeah.
So, let's just get right into it now. Play the music. So, it being March, we are locked and loaded with a March Madness preview and a little bit of our bracket breakdown.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little more versed in basketball and March Madness than Tegan is.
But I'm learning.
But Tegan's learning, and we're going to go through our brackets together and see how similar and or different they are. But first, before all that, I'm going to give a quick little history/preview for March Madness on the women's side. So, starting off with a brief history of women's March Madness. While basketball and women's basketball has been on the rise for a while, it's only really since 2022 that it's really become even close to equal to the men's side. Women have been participating in the tournament since 1982, but at that point it was just a basketball tournament that they would play in March. They weren't officially allowed to use the March Madness name or branding until 2022, which is crazy how recent that is. Yeah, because for a
4
while,
years.
like between probably like in the 2000s, it was... People would talk about Women's March Madness, but it wasn't actually technically Women's March Madness. It was just the
March.
NCAA championship in March. So that's very interesting. But there were also tons of other equity issues, like a lack of equal resources. There was a famous TikTok in 2021 that kind of blew up, where Oregon basketball player and athlete Sedona Prince, who's since been canceled and has like crazy allegations and whatever. At the time, it was great for women's sports. She's just not a great person. But she posted a TikTok showing the weight room that the women's tournament had, and it was basically a rack of dumbbells in a room. Whereas the men's side is like state-of-the-art facilities, blah, 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 blah. Other examples include like the swag bags they get at the beginning of the tournaments, just vastly different in price and quality.
I think I remember seeing even the accreditation or something was slightly different.
The accreditation's different, and the meals aren't the same. Like, it was just, for a long time, the men were getting much better resources and treatment, all of the above. And to some extent they still are, but it is much closer and equal now, which is good. But if you're familiar with men's March Madness, you probably hear about all the upsets every year, and this is another way that women's varies from men's March Madness. Is the women's is not like that. There are so few upsets early. Like sometimes you'll see like a 12 seed upset, or whatever, or like a 14 and 10. That happens very often in men's. Women's, it's like if you're the better seed in the first 3 rounds, you're probably winning.
Yeah.
Just because there's so many institutions that are so good and quality programs. But after the first few rounds, it gets really close, and it's just like powerhouse against powerhouse, and like the top 4 seeds are all very good in each one. So it's very, like, it's not in the sense that like, oh, it's not entertaining because there's no upsets. It's gets to be really good basketball and really even basketball. Not that the men's doesn't, but it's very interesting to watch.
Yeah.
But it's just different in that way. Like statistically, there's tons of upsets in the men's, and like a 14 and 10 matchup's basically a 50-50, which is crazy. Where in the women's, it's like a 70-30 that the higher seed's gonna win. So very interesting. When making brackets, it's something to think about. The men's, you could almost justify throwing anything on there because it's like there could always be an upset, and you might be right. But with the women's, it's like just pick the higher number most of the time. And another, for a long time, the safest bet was just pick UConn to win it all, and you'll probably be right because they have just like a decorated program. But last year, we saw a great season and a great championship run for UConn and Paige Beckers, where she came back from injury and won her first national championship. They hadn't won a national championship in a while, so it was kind of like, it was a drought that like wouldn't have been noticed for any other probably program, but they're such a decorated and well-known program that it was like, wow, they kind of haven't won in a minute.
Yeah.
So great for them. And then this year they are looking to repeat, and they likely will because they have an undefeated record of 34-0. So if you don't have them winning your bracket, Tegan, we'll get to that, but you might want to switch it, but you might not. They might lose. Who knows? They could easily lose.
I don't remember where I got to.
But yeah. But with that, me and Tegan are going to quickly run through our brackets and see who we have doing what. Basically.
See, I didn't know a lot of this information,
which is
now
fine.
I'm looking at mine.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Who knows? I could just be like, this could be the year that there's just a bunch of upsets, and who knows? And you have it all right, and no one would have guessed.
Exactly.
And you're gonna win $1 billion or whatever.
Yeah. I don't think I would, but
maybe.
But
we'll go through our picks kind of rapid fire here, starting in Regional 1 with UConn against UTSA. Who do you have in that matchup?
I did UConn.
That's probably good.
Yeah.
Me too. Iowa State, Syracuse. Okay, an 8-9 upset's my favorite kind of upset because it's like
I don't know
really
what those
close.
numbers meant.
I told you the numbers for the ranking.
No, I know, but like I looked at like all the different stuff in the thing.
The preview?
I spent time looking. Yeah,
I did not.
I clicked preview for each thing, and I was like, ooh, let's look at like the wins and losses. Let's look at the thing. So
I actually didn't do that for any of them.
I went logically somewhat.
Yeah.
For half of it.
People like on Iowa State, people like Audi Crux.
Okay. I think I know the name.
Yeah, I picked Iowa State, but that's okay. Either of us could be right. Maryland and Murray State.
Murray State.
Interesting. Upset alert.
Yeah.
Upset alert.
I'm going controversial.
You're one of 1 million people have picked Maryland, and 100,000 have picked Murray State.
And I'm one.
And you're one of them, and that's good for you.
Yeah.
North Carolina and West Illinois.
North Carolina.
That's probably really good.
But that one is because actually I know somebody on the diving team, completely unrelated, but I just was like, you know what? North Carolina.
I like the school because Michael Jordan and Space Jam.
I would not have been able to tell you that. Unfortunately, it's been many years since I've seen that movie.
Yeah. I also like their colors, and their abbreviation is UNC.
UNC?
University of North Carolina.
I like that.
So go UNC.
Yeah.
Notre Dame and Fairfield.
Fairfield, because once again, I actually do know a player on that. Cyan. Shout out Cyan.
Okay,
Love
Cyan.
you, bro.
She's not supposed to win this game at all, unfortunately.
That's okay. She's going to in my heart.
I picked Notre Dame. I like the school of Notre Dame because of the movie Rudy. And that's all I need for that.
That's all you gotta say.
Ohio State against Howard.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Buckeyes.
I think that when I looked at it, I was like 100% that they would win. And I was like, okay, well, that was pretty simple.
Well, it's never 100%, but
no, but like it was like 99.
Probably. Illinois and Colorado.
Colorado.
Okay, you're really liking these upsets.
Yeah, I didn't exactly know what that meant.
That's okay. I have Illinois, and then Vanderbilt and High Point.
High Point.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they had other statistic things, bro.
Right, but so for based on
Yeah,
who picked
actually,
what,
no. That one, I think I shouldn't have chosen that.
that's okay.
Looking at it now,
That's okay.
That's
If
okay.
you look at the like
yeah,
based on brackets,
yeah,
over 1 million people have picked Vanderbilt, and 3,700.
I thought we were just gonna say 37.
No, 3,700 have
Yeah.
picked.
Well, you know what? That one was probably a mistake.
That's okay. I really like Vanderbilt as a school, mainly because their a cappella team, the Vanderbilt Melodors, are fantastic.
I like that.
And
I like the sounds of that.
anytime Vanderbilt gets brought up, I actually tell anyone who's willing to listen about the Vanderbilt Melodors. And since you're all here willing to listen, they have a cover of Talk Dirty by Jason Derulo.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, what a banger. It's so good. I'm going to post this clip on social and put the clip in it because it came up on my TikTok one time and I was just obsessed. They also have a really good Ariana Grande medley.
Oh.
You can download on Apple Music. I have
Okay.
on Apple Music. It's very good. And
Unfortunately,
Pillow
do not
Talk.
own Apple, but yeah.
And Pillow Talk by Zayn.
Zayn?
Also a good one that they
throws
have.
me back to like grade
Well,
7
yeah.
and it shouldn't.
Yeah. I was going to sing and I'm not going to anymore.
I think you should.
No, that's okay.
Oh.
But yeah. Anyway, go Vanderbilt because of their Glee club. That brings us to UCLA and CA Baptist up in Regional 2.
UCLA.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, so you picked the ones. So that's a good start.
Guess so.
Oklahoma and Princeton.
Princeton.
I also picked Princeton.
Okay.
It's a little bit of an upset, but I just like Princeton. And actually more people...
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, not
No,
more
they
people.
did.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
Nope, 600.
Oh, no, I can't read.
Well, the
it's the wrong
colors were
order.
confusing,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
got
yeah.
confused.
I got confused too.
So I did the same thing, but
My
then
bad.
anyway.
I cannot count.
And then Old Miss Gonzaga.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, I have Old
Even
Miss
though I
too.
really wanted to hit Gonzaga because of the dog.
But you have them in men's for a bit.
I do.
So, yeah. Minnesota versus Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Oh. Last year, this isn't as bad as last year, Jacob Cullen, Shutter
Oh,
Sport
no.
contributor,
Yeah.
we posted all the brackets. He had Green Bay winning the whole tournament.
I think that's just because he's a Green
It's
Bay
because he's a
lover.
Green Bay Packers fan.
Yeah.
But he had Green Bay winning the whole tournament, and they lost in
Like
the first round. So
Cullen.
that was unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
And then we go to Baylor, and then the winner of the play-in, which is...
Oh, that's what that. I
Yeah.
didn't know what that meant, and
So
then
just
I
pick-
didn't. Yeah.
yeah.
I
Well,
picked the other one.
yeah, I never
picked the
really-
one that doesn't have a name.
That does have a name.
No, not Baylor.
You picked the play-in team.
Yeah.
So that game's actually on tomorrow. So
Oh, well,
today of the night
We'll see
you're
if
watching this.
I'm
So
right.
you should pay attention because
Yeah.
you don't even know what team's in.
No.
Yeah. So there's like 4 play-in games for each tournament because there's like
Mm.
yeah. So then that
Good
could be
to know.
either one. Yeah. I never pick the play-in just because like I always do my brackets before the play-in happens and I'm like whatever. Then we have Duke and Charleston.
Duke.
There we go. Texas Tech and Villanova.
Villanova.
Okay, that's not a horrible. Like
Yeah.
that one's pretty close.
was okay.
I have Texas Tech. LSU and Jacksonville.
LSU.
I also have LSU.
That
They
was
have-
like shockingly different. I think I remember that one.
It's very very.
Yeah.
But they also LSU is a great program, so makes sense. Great women's program. That brings us over to Regional 4 with
Oh,
South
yeah.
Carolina and then play in again.
I did South Carolina
That's
because I was like,
really
I don't
good.
know what this is.
They have a really good team, so it's probably for the best. Clemson and USC.
Clemson.
I did USC because they
Oh.
are actually the favorite.
Oh.
Not actually
yeah.
like they're lower ranked, but more people are voting for them. But they just have a really good women's program. The team might not be as good as it was last year, but
I'm not gonna lie. I did like the paw print, but also when I looked at it, they had nice stats. So
yeah, I
Or
like
Clemson.
Clemson. I like Clemson. Michigan State, Colorado State.
Colorado State.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
one
had
yeah.
some different stuff.
And by that
Because
you mean
because let's go. Let me see. Michigan had.
so their
I
odds
think they
to
had
win.
5 losses that I was comparing, and then Colorado had 4. And I know that means nothing, but you
Yeah.
know what? I was basing it off
That's
of some
okay.
stuff.
Their odds to win are 91 to 9%.
You know what? They're gonna make
But
it.
don't tell her the odds. Just
Yeah.
okay. Oklahoma versus Idaho.
Idaho.
Okay, Tegan loves an upset. Washington
Oh.
versus Dakota State.
Dakota.
What are we doing here?
You are not gonna like my final.
Okay, TCU versus UC San Diego.
TCU.
Okay. That's Sedona Prince played for that team as like a super senior.
Wow.
She's been in NCAA since like 2016 or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I might have been exaggerating.
You know.
But
Oh well.
Georgia versus play-in team.
Georgia.
I like Georgia.
Because I didn't know.
Iowa versus FDU.
FDU.
Okay.
Let's live it.
So Iowa's pretty good. Caitlin Clark's former team.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, she's not there anymore. So
yeah, but you know, I could.
You and 3,600 other people.
Yeah.
Compared to 1 million.
You know what? We're
you ride with them.
We're gonna win. I know nothing about basketball. I know nothing about March Madness ever. So.
Okay.
This will be interesting.
Over in Regional 3, Texas versus play-in team.
Texas.
Nice. Oregon versus Virginia Tech.
Virginia.
Me too.
Heck yeah.
The stats, people don't like that one.
Oh, they don't?
Well, odds to win are like
no,
65 to 35, which isn't horrible.
That's just too bad.
But
35 is better than 9.
The people don't agree, but that's okay. Kentucky versus James Madison.
James Madison.
What are we doing here?
Well, they had a good little paragraph thingy. I was looking at the thing at the bottom, and it was like, oh.
Okay.
They're, I guess it's saying they ranked 15th in total, but you know what? That's a rebound rate. Never mind.
That's fine.
280th nationally. That's got to mean something.
This is the national champion.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Their odds to win are 12%, so we'll see how that works out for you. West Virginia versus Miami, Ohio.
Miami.
Wow. Have you heard about the men's Miami, Ohio run?
No.
They were undefeated all season, which they never have done. And then they lost their first game of the tournament.
Oh.
So then they're a play-in team, and they play tonight, the day of recording this. So tune in if you care about Cinderella stories. Hopefully they win. They probably won't, but they might. Next up, we have Alabama and Rhode Island.
Rhode Island? Simply because I was like, you know what? I don't like Alabama.
Okay, I have Alabama. Louisville, Vermont.
Louisville.
I like Vermont, but I have Louisville.
I was gonna put Vermont because like it's close and Vermont's chill, but
I have a postcard from UVM.
Oh. Nice.
Because I went to Vermont. So that would do it. NC State versus Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Okay, not bad. NC State was really, really good the past few years.
Yeah.
They've had some graduates, so it's almost the odds are almost 50-50.
Yeah.
NCSU's actually favored.
There you go.
Which is, makes sense, but it's close.
Oh well.
So. And then Michigan, Holy Cross.
Michigan.
Yay! Michigan has Canadian Silas Swords.
There you go.
She's very good.
Nice. I like that.
Oh my god, I just messed up my whole bracket. I accidentally clicked Holy Cross.
Oh no.
So then it deleted my whole bracket because I had Michigan winning, so I have them going all the way to the... Oh, no, I don't. I have them going all the way but losing.
Damn.
Spoilers. Okay, we're not going to go through every round because we're going to vary so much because you picked every upset ever. So we'll skip ahead to the Final Four. So, who do you have in your Final Four?
North Carolina and Idaho.
What are their numbers next to their?
4 and 13.
Okay.
Idaho had some good numbers.
I can't wait.
And then LSU and Rhode Island.
LSU and Rhode Island. Okay. LSU's not impossible.
They're 2 and 11. You know.
Yeah.
Those are those numbers. And then from that, Idaho and Rhode Island.
Okay.
And I had Idaho winning.
Wow, this is baffling.
Big up Idaho.
You have Idaho, who's probably going to lose in the first round.
They have a 25% chance of winning this final that I've made up.
And they have a 2% chance of winning their first game. Tegan, there's still time if you care to rearrange.
Yeah, I might do that.
Or just leave it, honestly.
I don't know. Like, I thought I was doing something kind of
Did you?
Chill. Did you?
Well, we'll see. Only time will tell.
I really did think.
Well, maybe you did. Anyway, I have UConn and South Carolina in the Final Four, and UCLA and Michigan. So I have 3 1 seeds and 1 2 seed, which is pretty standard for women's basketball, I think. There could be some upsets there. Michigan beating Texas technically would be an upset. In that game, it's projected that Texas would have a 75% chance to win. So, yikes, but whatever.
Better than 2.
Yeah. I have Michigan losing in the finals to UConn. I don't think that. I think UConn will win. I do not think Michigan will make it to the finals, but I hope they do. And yeah, so that means that UConn's my winner and Idaho's yours. And we'll see how that progresses. You guys can follow along on our social channels because I'll be posting on the main Shutter Sports accounts. There will be our men's and women's brackets, but then the women's ones will obviously also be on the Girl Talk channels. So you can follow along with all of our March Madness coverage on TikTok, Instagram, and here. Yeah, that wraps up our March Madness discussion. And brings us along.
I feel really terrible now.
No. Don't feel terrible.
It's kind of funny though.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about basketball.
That's okay. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Actually, we're going into slideshow. And now, as I rearrange what this looks like just a little bit. Yeah. We have our belated St. Patrick's Day slideshow. The green jerseys of all time. The green jerseys of all time. I want to see if I can do picture-in-picture here.
Oh.
I can but that is neither corners? Of us. So. Oh. I feel as though I cannot.
I saw Kevin walk past and look in.
See, that's the wrong. Oh well. I'll cut all that, obviously. That's kind of annoying. I can't do.
You can't just have you in the corner?
Yeah, I could, but anyway. All right. I'm up first with my first selection, and with that, I have the Mighty Ducks original D5 jersey from the first movie.
Heck yeah.
What a banger of a jersey. Yeah. It's so good. In this picture, obviously, I have random model on the right wearing it. But also the original cast. It's so good. I own one of these jerseys. I own a Charlie Conway. It's so good. I love the Mighty Ducks, and it's just such an iconic jersey. I love the purple and the green. Can't really go wrong.
I remember when I was little, I was not understanding the concept of a Disney sports movie, which is really ironic. But I thought it was a really cool movie, and I was like, oh my god, yay. And
yeah.
It brings us to today.
Aw, full circle. And I love Emilio Estevez.
Who did, bro?
Right? Yeah. Okay, Tegan, that brings us to you.
That brings us to me. The Boston Fleet. I know there's like a lot of different colors going on, but I really liked the anchor pattern. I think that always appealed to me. Not much to say really specifically. I don't particularly watch the Boston Fleet, but I do know when the jerseys came out, I was like, oh my god, that's a really sick design. So, yeah.
They've got some good colors. Yeah. I quite like. I mean,
shout out Jillian Dempsey.
Yeah. The colors are nice. Yeah. The logo, I do really like the anchor and the bee. It's very clever.
I just felt it all blended together nice.
It does. I like the water in the bee as well. And they look great on ice. I honestly the white I think look better than like the blue pants.
Yeah.
Is kind of a question mark to me.
Yeah.
I don't know
if they have green ones now.
They have green. They do when they wear the white at least. But I feel like they
tie it together with the blue somehow.
Yeah, I feel like they don't still wear the blue pants, but I don't know.
I don't know either.
But that brings me to my second pick. The Bayern Munich
Ooh.
Yeah, 2023-2024 Oktoberfest jerseys. I do not watch soccer or football in the slightest, but these are a work of art. They're so
They are.
gorgeous. I want one.
They're so intricate.
They're
The
so
flowers
intricate.
And the
They're
design.
gorgeous. I have no desire to watch them on the field at any point.
Oh my god.
But I want one and I want to hang it up. These and the AFC Toronto,
Yeah.
the women's team's blue, like
Mhm.
City Connect type ones. Those are the two soccer kids that I would buy in a heartbeat, and I have no
Connections to
no
watching
connection at all
soccer.
because I do not watch soccer in the slightest. But I would buy both of those. I probably will at some point in my life because I really just want to hang this on my wall and stare at it forever because it's so gorgeous.
Forever and ever.
Yeah. Okay.
That brings me to my number 2, the Minnesota North Stars, who are now the Minnesota Wild. Took me a minute there. Yep. From 1967
Oh.
to 1993. This is what they had. I like that it's like North Star. I don't know. I feel like that was...
It points right to the
It's
North
good.
Star.
It's a nice blend of colors. Can't say I was around to see them playing.
No.
But I like that.
You know what you probably saw them in, though? This is coming full circle.
No.
They went to a Minnesota North Stars game in the Mighty Ducks in the first
maybe
movie
that's why.
because it takes place in St. Paul, Minnesota. And so they went to a game.
There you go.
So full circle.
Yeah.
I have another Minnesota jersey coming up later,
Oh.
so we'll revisit.
Mm.
But before that, the AUSL Talons uniforms and concepts. I love the green and yellow. It's such a good color combo. I actually think I prefer their all-white uniforms with the green details. I'm such a big fan of all-white uniforms in softball. As someone who plays softball, that's the ones I always like to wear the most. So, big fan of the all-whites. But I quite like the color combo that they have.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the most original. Like, it's usually kind of green and yellow is
Yeah.
a pretty common color combo, but I really like... I like the black too, and the helmets are honestly sick.
The helmets are cool.
If you like the helmet,
I really like the helmet.
I quite like the helmet and the logo. So go Talons, go
Go
AUSL.
Talons.
I love the AUSL.
Are they Utah?
No, the AUSL is the league, so it's
Okay.
the Athletes Ultimate Softball League.
Oh, didn't know.
But they actually changed locations for all the teams. Maybe
Okay.
we'll cover this more in a later episode at a later date, closer to the season. But they change the locations every season, so it's like a traveling league basically, which is super fun. Because I love softball's so fun to watch. So, objectively speaking,
That brings me to me. That brings us to me. That brings me to me. With the Vancouver Rise again, green and yellow. It is a bit of a lighter green. I was like, I don't know if that counts, but
that's green.
I think it counts. Yeah, I just think I like the mountains, like in multiple ways. I do like Vancouver a lot. I know it'll be controversial. I have not seen a single Toronto women's game. I don't think I've ever paid attention, but
I haven't. I don't think seen.
but yeah,
any,
I like the Vancouver one.
Yeah,
It's kind of cool. Kind of looks like Australia green and gold.
it does.
Gotta rep that, but it's nice.
Yeah,
It's very like clean and natural. And that's what I think when I go to Vancouver because it smells really good in Vancouver, which is really weird to say, but yeah.
yeah. My friend's sister is one of the goalkeepers for
Ooh.
Vancouver Rise.
Wow,
Yeah,
nice.
so she gets to wear orange, but close enough. That brings me to my Boston Red Sox, not my Boston Red Sox, but the Boston Red Sox Green
Your
Monster
Boston Red Sox.
City Connect jersey. They used to have City Connects that were far uglier than this, and then they switched to these, which are so much better. Obviously inspired by the Green Monster, which they have in their ballpark, which is their massive green wall in left field. And so they're the same color as that, and it's a very nice green color. I quite like. It's like a little
kinda
muted.
like a sage green, yeah.
It's a nice sage green, and I like the pops of yellow stick out, and the font matches the Green Monster, and I think it's a very cool
Oh,
idea.
That's
And
nice.
yeah, I think it's good. It's a good City Connect because it's very much about them, and I think it's
It's very
really
personal, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then moving on, classic Boston Celtics.
good. It is classic. I like these ones specifically.
This one
though.
is the 22-23 one. I liked that one because every other one just kind of is like Boston, and
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa. I know
I like
who
the
you are.
font.
Yeah, I like the font on this one. It just tied all nicely together, and I liked the gold accents.
I was gonna say I really like the gold.
Yeah, I Oh, that was nice. I'm so sorry. I don't know who the guy in the picture is.
Jason Tatum.
That's Jason Tatum.
You don't know Jason Tatum?
I know. I didn't know that was his number.
Or his face?
Nope. Or his face.
That's really funny.
Yeah, but anyways, Jason Tatum, everybody, and yeah, the Celtics, green and cool.
Green and gold. And Jason Tatum. Okay, that brings me to my Minnesota Wild, and
Ooh.
it is a throwback to the North Stars, but it's their current logo, and I think these are so good.
Mhm.
We really went all color schemes the same here. It's
Yep.
obviously bright green, bright yellow, but it just looks so good. It's so bright, and I
Mhm.
love the green helmets especially.
I know they're so like neon and bright.
They are really, you'll be able to see them across the ice,
Mhm.
which is very good. But yeah, and they have the star details on the
Okay, yeah.
on the pants, which are a little nod to the North Stars. I like the two, like you can see the A is outlined in the
Mm.
Minnesota State, which is like a nice detail. So I do quite like these jerseys.
Yeah.
I used to really like Minnesota Wild, but Quinn Hughes and Brock Faber are on the naughty list at the moment, so
Yeah.
not as big of a fan anymore.
No more ghosts.
No more ghosts.
And that brings us to the final, the Matildas. I really like. Actually, there's a fun fact. This is the first jersey to be designed by an Indigenous artist, which is cool because
Yeah.
there's a lot of history and background in the Australian team and stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool. Yeah. Green and yellow. Green and
More
gold.
green and
not
yellow?
Green gold. Classic Australian colors.
Very bright as well.
Very bright. Not a whole ton to say because obviously everything was green and gold, but I think this is a really cool jersey, and obviously Australian soccer is actually the only soccer I can say that I have watched. But yeah.
I like it's very simple.
Mhm.
It's not too busy, but it's still there's enough going on, and it's very bright and noticeable. And I
Yeah.
like them. I've never seen them before, so
Yeah, new this year.
yeah. There we go. Well,
No
there we go.
pictures in play yet, which is why we just have these.
That's fine.
But yeah.
That works too.
Yeah.
Super fun. Where are we at timing wise? A shorter episode for the people today, but that's fine.
For the people.
For the people.
It's a busy time.
I don't want to take up too much of your time here today. All right. Well, that is basically all we have on the schedule for today. Bit of a shorter episode. Didn't want to take up too much of your time today, just in case you had many things to go do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
March.
March.
Busiest time. It's like the November.
It is the November.
School.
So with that, we have a billion things to go do. You have a billion things to go do. Thank you so much for joining us and spending at least 30, 40 some minutes of your time with us today. Whether we were on in the background or you were actually paying attention, we appreciate you nonetheless.
Yeah.
Be sure to follow us on all of our socials again for some March Madness updates and just general updates and content. That's Shutter Sport Girl Talk on Instagram, SSM Girl Talk on Twitter, Shutter Sports Media on TikTok, and all of the accompanying accounts there. And yeah, I'm Katie LeBoudelaire, joined by Tegan Clark. Have to say our names, otherwise you don't know who we are.
Yeah.
And that's about all we have for you today. Bye-bye.
Bye.